Coming up this week on Two Noobs, Elon Musk will be heading a Department of Government Efficiency. Does this mean the end of $50,000 toilet seats? One can hope. Next, more testimony about UFOs and stuff that cannot be explained. We're just going full Independence Day this episode, aren't we? Okay. All right, then Mattel with an embarrassing misprint on dolls promoting the movie Wicked. Probably still better press than Rachel Zegler is bringing to Disney. And we conclude with the 2024-25 NBA City Edition jerseys. And they are spectacularly bad. Some of them. Some of them are all right. Sixers, fire. Raptors, hell yeah. The rest, you got to watch that till the end. Start the music. Coming at you faster than a Netflix stream of a highly anticipated sporting event. This is Two Noobs Talking. Who the hell is Jake Paul anyway?
It's Logan Paul's brother.
That's what
Who's
I
Logan
thought.
Paul?
Yeah.
Who is Logan Paul?
He's an idiot from YouTube.
Okay.
Yes.
That explains it.
The
Yes.
wheels are starting to turn. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Not really.
Every time Mike Tyson threw a punch, it buffered. It was unbelievable. I can't believe I stayed up for it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you stayed up for that mess?
Oh, the whole thing. I watched the whole thing.
Oh my
boy.
gosh.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
it
Was it?
That was
I heard the fix was in. Was it?
He didn't throw a punch for like 4 rounds. And probably could have knocked him out in any of those 4 rounds.
Oh
He
my
was too busy
gosh.
biting his gloves. So, don't.
Wow. He wasn't biting Jake Paul's ear. He was biting his gloves.
Mm-mm.
He learned
Yeah,
his
his
lesson.
gloves.
Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Will
this.
not bite the ear. Will not bite the ear. Will not bite the
Bite
ear.
the ear.
Yeah.
When a
He figured
normal man of that size would have reached that arm out and hit the little kid in the nose and broke it, he was biting his glove.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It is what it is. It is.
Oh
what
my
it is.
gosh.
At least we didn't have
Well,
to pay
that-
for that shit. Thanks, Netflix.
Oh, well, you get what you pay for, too, right? I heard there was a lot of
Exactly.
that wheel spinning.
Oh jeez.
Oh, well.
Oh well.
Well, hey, listen, gentlemen. This podcast is about to get a lot more enlightened because I was asked to join the Illuminati
Whoa.
Yes, you were.
via email.
From an
Which
African
was-
prince.
Maybe, I don't know. The email said you've been invited to join the Fraternal Order of Light, the Illuminati.
Look at you.
Periodically, the Illuminati World Elite Empire. Oh, I'm joining an empire.
Wow.
Nice.
Organizes the poor/vulnerable, the rich, and the talented through distinct measures and brings them to the limelight of fame, riches, powers, and security.
Nice.
Dude, I can't wait. If you want to become a member of the Illuminati, send an email to Fraternal Order at luminousnwo.org. Oh, I guess I'm emailing Kevin Nash now, too. Is he a member?
Hey, he must be the leader.
Can I flash this is the Illuminati sign, right?
I
No.
guess. I don't. That was what DDP used to do. I don't know.
He's
He was a diamond cone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Illuminati, that's a triangle. Diamond,
Okay, cool.
triangle.
Ah,
Diamond, triangle. I have to do this like 10 times every time I work out with DDP.
no kidding.
Well,
Oh,
that
yeah, it's
makes
part of
sense.
the-
Just for
Yeah,
the figure.
you lean back, and then you hulk it up, man.
Oh, I love it. I love
Good
it.
shit.
Yeah.
All right, let me introduce peeps on the program before we buffer. Over there, we're not on Netflix, so I guess we're safe.
Yeah.
Over there, unless Netflix does podcasts. Over there, stop talking, Steve. Over there, Jobs Report, John Tracy.
Yes.
That's all I
Low.
got. There we go. Over here, we got Mail Order Bride, Matt Craig. In the middle, right here, Stump Removal, Steve Murray.
Oh,
That's
there you
right.
go.
I do the dirty work so you don't have to.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Stump removal. That means you didn't have to do that. I don't
Oh,
know.
hell no.
I was just going to say, that's like brutal. That's like one of the worst jobs ever. That's why you
Is
get
it?
like, I would think. I mean, you got like you cut that down and then you got to remove the stump out of there. Man, brutal.
Well, they get the chain, right? They hook the chain up to the truck
Yep.
and they yank
And
it. That
just
seems
yank
like it
it
might
on
be
out of
kind
there.
of fun.
Yeah.
I guarantee
do
you stop taxing overtime, those stumps will be coming out fast as shit.
Right?
It's interesting because, when you get a tree cut down, a lot of times they will just leave the stump.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I guess the stump removal is an extra pain in the neck.
it is. Yeah. Yeah. This wasn't a tree, but I had like on the other side of my, I guess you could say my condo, there's like a walkway. On the other side of that walkway, there were forsythia. Well, they ripped that all out, which, by the way, that is a pain. It's a beautiful, beautiful plant, but it is a pain to not only plant, but dig out. So they ripped that all out, and then they left the stumps, and then they came by later and mulched up all the stumps out. I mean, it was like a multiple step process to get these things out of here, and everything. But yeah, it was amazing to see all that process. But yeah, crazy.
Because you can't just take a chainsaw to it like the rest of the tree. You gotta
No.
get them roots.
Oh yeah. And
Dig 'em out.
that's the brutal part of it all. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of brutal, we're not in danger of being bought by the Onion, are we?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
Not right now. No.
All right, good. Don't tell any lies on the podcast. We should be safe, right?
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh.
Oh, just one big one. Just one big one.
Yeah.
Just one big one, and then you get the Onion to buy your program, which is I guess the only thing funnier would have been if it had been the Babylon Bee
Yeah.
who bought it. But what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do if you're
I think-
Alex Jones? Man alive.
Yeah,
Get trolled by the Onion.
Yeah.
That'll learn you.
That'll learn you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of learning you, let's get to the Dubby Energy fun fact because you'll learn something, maybe, if John pulled a good
Yes.
one.
Yes.
But it's brought to you by Dubby Energy Drinks. Visit Dubby at their website, dubby.gg, or download the app. And if you use our promo code Too Noobs Talking, TOONOOBS Talking, you will get 10% off your order. Are you tired of bland energy drinks that taste like foam rubber?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's the number one concern that I have.
Absolutely. That's why I voted for Illinois Smith. But Dubby has taken America's juiciest watermelons and paired them with a Mexican guava and topped things off with a squeeze of fresh lime. The flavor is sure to kick your taste buds into gear. Everything except I forgot to write down the damn name of the tub.
Nice. Nice.
So it's mystery.
There
Go
you
to the
go.
W website. One of those tubs, they're all $40. You use our promo code on any of them that aren't already on sale. You'll get $4 off a $40 tub.
There you go.
But I just described one. Sounds like it tastes good. It's got a watermelon, guava, and lime. I think it's the watermelonada. I'm not totally sure. It's one of them. Just go there and do that.
Yeah.
We're just here to give you 10%. All right. I'm not a salesman.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, John. You
Yes.
allegedly have a fun fact. It better be fun, if not a fact.
It's kind of fun. And it's kind of a fact. the first Hot Wheels car that was ever produced was the dark blue custom Camaro in '68.
Wow.
On
Okay.
top of this, it kind of looked like Bumblebee from the Transformers, if you're wondering what it looked like. But I was doing some searching. I have another fun fact inside of this. Yes, the
Old
older
Bumblebee,
Bumblebee.
right? Okay, not the new.
No, not like that. It was before.
And a quick clarification. Is this the first Hot Wheel was a '68 Camaro, or the first Hot Wheel
Yes.
was a Camaro, and the Hot Wheel was made in 1968?
It was that car. It was It was
Okay.
the first one of 16 that were made. So he had 15 other people, but he was the first one produced.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
And I found out, just throw it on top, that either someone faked it or Hot Wheels did it. There was an OJ car for limited edition. You can buy it online.
Oh, the white Ford Bronco.
Hot Wheel 85 Ford Bronco.
Oh,
I don't know
my
if someone did it on their own or Hot Wheels did it, but you can purchase one.
That is funny. Oh my
Well,
gosh.
I mean, Hot Wheels did regular cars. It's not like
Mhm.
they were all, high end or
Yeah.
famous sports cars. So it wouldn't shock me if there was at some point a Bronco
Yeah.
that was white, and some night in 1994 somebody's like, I've got one. I've got
Yeah, I
that."
got one of those things. Oh my gosh.
He's playing. He's got, here's my Bronco. Here's all my cop cars, because I've got Hot Wheel cop cars too. Following slowly behind at 25 miles an hour.
Go very, very
Off the
slowly.
Santa Monica Freeway.
Yeah, right.
They were just mimicking traffic. That's all they were doing.
What they need to do, those like the track cars with the you hold the trigger to make them go. You put them in the slot.
Mhm.
The slot racers.
Yeah.
They should do a replica of the OJ chase
Oh my gosh.
with like the Bronco, and you push the trigger in as hard as you can, and it goes.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
phenomenal.
It's
All
so
right,
funny.
Mr. Matt, you have the honor of the over 40 rant this week, so it better be fun and it better be a fact.
Well, it's not fun, nor is it a fact, but it's definitely a complaint that I have towards Hollywood. Hollywood actresses, what the hell? Guys, as you know, there was an election last week, and we have a brand new president that will be installed in January.
What?
No way.
I
And
did not know about this.
Apparently,
Who
yeah.
didn't
Not
tell
only,
me?
not only that, but apparently a lot of people in Hollywood just lost their damn minds, have been losing their damn minds over the last week and a half, including one Rachel Zegler, who is the, I guess you could call it a star, of the upcoming Disney Snow White live-action movie that apparently is going to completely bomb, from what I've heard. Not many people are going to love this movie. It's really awful. CGI looks terrible, the whole 9 yards. She took to Instagram, gentlemen, and she said this, quote,
I find myself speechless in the midst of this. Another 4 years of hatred, learning towards a world I do not want to live in, leading us towards a world that will be hard to raise my daughter in.
spoiler alert, she doesn't have a daughter. I continue.
Leading
Kinda
us
figured.
leading us toward a world that will force her to have a baby she doesn't want. Leading us towards a world that is fearful. I shouldn't be this shocked, but I am. I am heartbroken for my friends who awoke fear this morning, and I'm here with you to cry, to yell, to hug, to wax poetic on how the left continues to fail us in forging a new path forward. This loss should not have been, and it certainly should not have been by so many votes.
Yet it was. I mean, just saying. I continue.
I echo Ethel Kane's statement more than anything. May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace.
End quote. She rightly got vilified for this, thrown under the bus, which she then offered a quote unquote apology later on Instagram, saying, well, we have to really move forward, and the hatred, and this needs to be knocked off. This woman is 23 years old, and guys, wow. My complaint is really about Hollywood and how just far gone they are. Like, I think they have to realize that like 50% of the audience does want to go see your movies. And if you alienate them based on political opinion, you're going to alienate 50% of your audience. And that's not good for any business. So Disney kind of just stepped in and just said, you know what? I think what you ought to do is apologize. And here's the script that we're going to give to you. And
Right.
if you just copy and paste this into your Instagram story, none the wiser. That kind of a deal. So that's my complaint is primarily about will the Hollywood actors and actresses just shut the hell up about all this, move on, turn the page, please. We've all done that. You guys have done it, right? I mean, we're done with this. So We don't need to whine, moan, and complain about it. So there you go.
Yeah.
No need to make up children that you don't have.
Yes.
and bemoan their future that does not presently exist.
Yes.
She apparently
For
hopped in a
something that-
DeLorean, found out that she did have a daughter, and now she came back to the future to let us know about this, Steve. That's what it's all about. So
Thanks a lot, Doc Brown.
yeah,
Way to
seriously,
go.
right? It's like, come on.
Yeah. I'm still curious just how in the world they convinced a magic mirror in Snow White to tell Gal Gadot that Rachel Zegler is fairer than her.
It's not going to be good, dude. It's not going to be good at all.
No.
Oh, goodness.
And to be honest, I was never a big Snow White fan. You know, I enjoy
shocked.
I enjoy early Disney stuff, but Snow White just kind of was like, it's a little weird. 7 little dudes coming into your
It's a
house.
little weird. Yeah,
like-
it's actually a little weird.
And she ends up cleaning the house. Like, what's going on there? You know, that
I
kind of
know,
thing. So,
I
I mean,
know.
it's been nuts. It's been a little crazy. But yeah, wow. Just lost her damn mind. And I really don't want them to talk politics
absolutely
anymore.
did.
Well, you know, the really funny part is we're also finding out that a lot of these Hollywood people who stood up for Harris were paid.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
or not.
They're not paid
Supposed
after
to
they were
be
promised.
Right?
Yeah.
So it does make you wonder, because it's not like these people are standing up there and campaigning on her behalf out of the goodness of their heart and the fear of their hypothetical children. They're doing it because their wallets were getting fatter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, just bear that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, cleanse. Good.
Done.
All right, topic 1. Oh, we're not done. We got more.
Oh, yeah.
On the incoming administration. Let's see here. Fox Business article. The Department of Government Efficiency.
Doge.
DOGE.
Yeah.
Which President-elect Trump put Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy in charge of, announced on last Thursday that it is opening up hiring of interested candidates. Now, Ramaswamy, founder of Roivant Sciences, said in a Thursday post on X, "If it doesn't advance the interests of American citizens, we're putting it on the chopping block." Amazingly, there are a number of programs whose authorization from Congress has already expired, yet $, still flows out the door. That needs to end next year. Trump last Tuesday announced that Musk and Ramaswamy will lead DOGE and work to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies. It will become potentially the Manhattan Project of our time, the announcement said. Republican politicians have dreamed about the objectives of DOGE for a very long time. To drive this kind of drastic change, the Department of Government Efficiency will provide advice and guidance from outside of government and will partner with the White House and Office of Management and Budget, or OMB, to drive large-scale structural reform and create an entrepreneurial approach to government never seen before. The president-elect's announcement added that under the leadership of Musk and Ramaswamy, DOGE will conclude their work by July 4th, 2026. So, no longer will the government be paying $20,000 for a hammer, $50,000 for a toilet seat, will they? Or, I don't know. Matt, you're the administrative state hater.
And resident
Most
Lean
of
Six
the
Sigma
group.
black belt expert of the entire podcast. Yes.
Is this actually going to do some good, or is this just pandering to us?
God, I really hope it's the former in this case, Steve. This would be an absolute dream of mine, to see the administrative state completely stripped of all of its multiple duplicitous processes and overspending over things like you said, $20,000 on hammer expenditures, $50,000 on gold toilet seats, you name it, all of that shit. If all of that could go away, if they are able to go in the next 2 years, I mean, that's going to be the key in this entire administration. That first 2 years, when you have Republicans controlling both the Senate and the House, and if they are able to clean house of the administrative state and make it running more efficient, God, I hope that comes true. I really do, because there is nothing better than a functioning process where everyone is operating at peak efficiency and you're churning out high quality services, products, whatever the case may be. In this case, if the government can go in and they pay shit on time and they're not overspending, that's going to drastically improve the debt that we currently stand, which I believe, John, correct me if I'm wrong, is at 30 some odd trillions of dollars. I can't remember.
Yes.
Something like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Then the next step is after that, constitutional convention to get an amendment passed to put a balanced budget forward. That or balanced budget amendment forward. That's what I would want on top of that.
Nice.
That would be the gold mine for me. But this is the federal government, Steve, to your point. So I'm cautiously optimistic is what I'm probably more, if I were to be cautiously optimistic, 40% cautious, 60% optimistic of all that. So that's my take on all this. I'm hoping it comes true, though. I really do. I really do.
All right, administrative state hater light, Mr. Tracy. Oh,
I'm just glad Trump
you see
didn't
it.
give Kid Rock a job.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about
he's-
gold.
he's-
Yeah.
he's in charge of the Department of Ba with the Ba, the Bang a Dang.
He's watching John Daly so he doesn't fall through a window or something.
And shooting up Bud Light cans, that kind of a deal.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Good job. You did real well there, Kid Rock. The only thing I really know about this DOGE thing is when Elon, the day before the election, he went on Rogan and he was kind of explaining he was trying to get away from I'm not trying to fire people. I'm trying to. We have enough to play around where we could be like, hey, buddy, here's 2 years of salary. Can you go do this in the private sector where it'll actually help us? That's kind of what he was. That's how he was explaining it. And if they do it that way, I don't have a problem with it. I don't want to see what the internet says. Oh, there's just gonna hammer come down. Everybody's gonna be jobless. We're just cutting this thing at I want to see some nice, good old governmental layoffs. Let everybody get back on their feet before we cut this thing down the size.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the way they do it, I think we could do a really good job of cutting the government down, but it can't be right away. That scares me if you're gonna just chop everything right now.
I mean, everything I've been seeing from these two, it hasn't been in the way of, well, we're gonna fire all these people. It's more of the way of, this much money goes to this stupid program.
Yep.
Yes.
We're just not going to fund that program anymore. This
Yes.
much money goes to people who are deceased. Maybe we shouldn't be paying people who are deceased.
Yeah, sure.
That's a smart plan.
Mm-hmm.
This grant money goes to scientists who are researching whether or not intelligent dinosaurs are aliens on this planet. We probably shouldn't be funding that research.
Getting money from that. Sorry.
That to me is the place to start.
Oh, yeah.
Find out where at Illinois Smith, the first thing would have been go in, get the laundry list of where every single taxpayer dollar goes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at what
Ukraine.
it's going to.
Ukraine.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what it's going to
we do
and then decide, is this something that's necessary or good for the people, or is this just blowing money for the sake of toilet tissue?
Right.
Yes.
Let's do it that way. That's how I view what this program is supposed to be doing, and that's what I've seen a lot of.
Yeah.
They've been calling out programs where it's like, really? We're funding that?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? What's the point? Right? Yeah.
So, I mean, that alone should help tremendously in
Big time.
the inefficient government spending and waste.
No question.
One real quick point. There are some of the programs they can't get rid of. They can only tail back because Congress said they needed to exist, so they actually need to exist. So they can't just chop a program. That's one point that I want to make. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
one
they
thing.
don't
They can't just rip it away from you. No, they don't have that kind of authority.
Right.
If Congress
Right.
says it should be there, it should be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not in essence, they are the Bobs from Office Space.
Nice.
But I think the Bobs had more power.
Oh, no question. Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too.
As I understand it, this isn't even an actual government entity, DOGE.
It is not.
This is it's like a think tank,
Yep.
and they will make recommendations to the White House, to to Congress of things they could do.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it will be the White House or Congress who has final say on whether or not something stays.
And
or goes.
one would hope, and again, this kind of goes back to my original point. You have a Republican-controlled House and Senate, plus obviously Trump in the office. This is a great opportunity, and I mean a tremendous opportunity to get to work, right, Johnny? Get to work, identify all of those programs, all of those items that are costing the American taxpayer millions upon millions of dollars, and saying, we're not funding this anymore. There's no point to it. What is the point to all of this?
Or if we're funding it and we can't get rid of you, how many people does it take?
Correct.
And how can we make it more efficient?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly right. And that's the key. That's, again, what makes Lean so great is that if you can identify that cost, there's always going to be a cost to everything that you do, no matter what you do in business.
Visitor.
Yes.
Especially when you have a cat that just leaps in front.
You're not getting cut. You're fine. You don't need to jump up in here. You're fine. You're fine. I got your 401k. Don't worry.
Exactly.
He's just making sure his voice is heard in this election. That's all. Now he's digging in the ball sack from several weeks ago for some ping pong balls.
There you go.
That's
lovely.
All right.
Hey.
But yeah, it's all
sorry,
about cutting all that waste. And I mean, I just pray. Johnny, it's my dream, my pipe dream, man. You know what I mean? Get it done. And I would love to see that happen. Absolutely love to see it happen.
Oh, I think they will listen. I mean, these guys aren't dummies. They know business. They know, where money should be going, where it should not be going. And I like that as John says, they don't have the authority to just, you're out.
Yeah.
It's just a recommendation. But I've always said, I don't mind paying some taxes.
Yes.
But if I'm going to, I want to make sure they're actually being used for something beneficial in this country, or for the benefit of this country, and not for something stupid.
I have a problem with that. Zelensky needs a new driveway.
Well, yeah, that's true. Because of all the bombs that have dropped, I would think so.
I mean, he needs a new driveway.
$10 million. There you go.
We're going to have to pony up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What was that opening sound? I don't know what that opening sound was.
I have no idea. But it's got the state of Texas on it. And it's made out of aluminum.
Oh, there you go.
It says Texas Edition.
Texas Edition, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, speaking of government inefficiency, we all know we probably dodged a bullet since the Harris campaign raised $1 billion, and is still $20 million in debt.
Yep.
Guess
who I was getting fundraising emails from last week?
Oh God! So not only were you going to be part of the Illuminati, but the Democrats want your hard-earned money, dude.
Even after the election, and it's Harris after the election. Like, you lost. What do you want my money for now?
Biden.
Congratulations.
Biden needs his money back. You took him out of the election. You stole all his cash flow. Now he's like, pony it up. I'm wearing a MAGA hat.
You should go Elon and go dark MAGA. All right. Topic 2. Speaking of, we're still talking government and in the dark.
Yes.
Congress had some more hearings on UFOs last week.
Oh boy.
John's ears just pricked up. Congressional leaders continue to pay serious heed to the possibility that not only are unexplained objects violating U.S. airspace, but that the military has spent decades covertly recovering the craft to bolster its own technology. This is a crayon of the news world.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I highlighted two things in here of particular interest from the testimony. So first we have Timothy. Yeah, we're not going to pronounce that.
Fill in the blank.
Okay,
Yeah.
Got it.
Timothy G, we'll call him.
Okay, there you go.
An American oceanographer who was once the acting administrator of NOAA, N-O-A-A. It's National Oceanographic and
Oceanic and Atmospheric
Oceanic
Administration.
Atmosphere. Yes,
Yep.
thank you.
Yep.
NOAA.
That sounds expensive.
It sure does. Yeah.
Cut.
God, yeah.
No, we kind of need them for hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said he got firsthand confirmation that UAP, which is unidentified aerial phenomenon, that's the fancy term that Congress likes to use for UFO.
Interesting.
UAP were real in 2015 while working for the Navy. During a training exercise that year taking place off the East Coast, Timothy G. described an email he received when he was serving as the U.S. Navy's chief meteorologist. The email warned that, quote, multiple near mid-air collisions and attached a now declassified video of a UAP captured by a Navy FA-18 aircraft. Timothy G., retired Rear Admiral in the U.S. Navy, testified it was clear that the intent of the email was to ask if anyone was aware of classified technology demonstrations taking place. But the next day, he said the email disappeared from his account with no explanation.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then we have Luis Elizondo, a former military intelligence official who resigned and went public in October 2017 after 10 years of running a Pentagon program to investigate UFO sightings. He made it clear that much of his work remains classified, constraining how much he could say. In his opening remarks, Elizondo lambasted the intelligence community for its decades of excessive secrecy around UAP reports, all to hide the fact that we are not alone in the cosmos. Elizondo's concerns relate to national security, resting on the fact that much of the reported UAP activity has been around military bases and nuclear weapons sites. He also claimed that the U.S. is in possession of UAP technology, as are some of its adversaries. He reiterated that the objects observed have often outmaneuvered U.S. military aircraft and were flying in ways beyond the capabilities of known human technology. In fact, he alluded to one secure email he observed that used the word stalked. Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun. I don't have that in my box here.
Well, you better damn well get it.
I got
by
to put
next
that
episode.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Tinfoil Hat, the floor is yours.
Yes.
Is that yes as in, yes, UFOs are real?
There is so much around this. This is it. It's insanity. We're never gonna know. We're never gonna know. It's not what we think it is. It's not what we want it to be. It's not. It's probably not even close. But it's something. It's absolutely something. Those fighter pilots, I've read a couple of those stories. Oh man, something moves sideways and forwards at the same time, like toward you and away from you at the same time, and then it spins in a circle and goes in the water. Like, yeah, I'd be interested in that too, because frogs don't do that. Like, it's interesting, but I'm definitely not a believer that there's just like an alien species that's just popping around and they only go to Nebraska and they only abduct white dudes. I don't believe any of that.
Yeah.
Hey, Roswell's famous for a reason, and we have iPhones, so I'm not neglecting it totally.
Well, yeah, it does occur to me. I think the discovery of semiconductors probably occurred after Roswell, now that I think about it.
Oh, interesting.
There's some things. There's some things.
Yeah. I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
I've always
Of course.
been
I don't want to
skeptical.
know. Yeah, I don't want to know. That's why.
Yeah, I think again, I think we were talking about this. Maybe it was about a year ago, guys. I keep going back to the fact that all this could be very interesting. The problem is the National Enquirer stepped in front and said, this is really happening. And it wasn't happening. And it was like, oh, they're out of their damn minds, that kind of a deal. And now we have like testimony in front of Congress that, there might have been something that was going on and everybody is skeptical about it. for obvious reasons. It's like, no, this isn't like true or anything of that sort. So, I mean, it's not regularly talked about in the media. Of course, the media does lie to us a lot. So, I mean,
Yes.
there's a grain of salt everywhere is what I'm saying. I'm like, grain of salt
absolutely.
shaking all over the place over here. Johnny, I don't know.
Here's my theory on UFOs. Okay,
Okay.
Epstein has a list. I don't think that's a lie. P Diddy
does.
is a
Diddy has a
dirty
list.
person. That's not a lie.
Yeah.
UFOs, everybody goes,
Eh.
maybe. That's kind of where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, some people think that the Epstein list doesn't exist either. You know,
no,
that
it
kind of a deal.
totally exists. I feel
But I
that's
think
a
it
real
does
truth.
too. Yeah, I think it does too. But it's like I'm just, I don't know.
I find it interesting that they're actually having hearings in public about this stuff.
Yes,
Yes.
And I don't know what the impetus was to start doing that.
maybe the
people have been-
technology. Maybe the technology's better, and we're picking up on stuff. I don't know.
I would think, it's not public pressure because people have been
Yeah. Yeah.
saying for years this stuff is going on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And they
absolutely.
never came forward before. But now it's like all of a sudden, hey, yeah, let's release some of these Navy videos. Like,
Wait, what?
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's part of me is like conspiracy theorists. They're pushing it out there so we don't believe it.
Sure.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Like, well, they're putting it out there. It must mean there's some rational explanation. They just want us all,
Yeah.
and maybe there was something from Jupiter flying around the atmosphere, taking off
possible.
at G forces that humans could never withstand.
Yeah.
It's and the one guy, Elizondo, that's the one that really piqued my interest because he's like, yeah, this all happens around like nuclear weapons facilities.
Yeah.
UFO really just means unidentified flying object, which
Mhm.
just means you don't know what it is.
Right.
That doesn't mean it's alien
Right.
necessarily.
Right.
It just means you didn't identify it. It
Like-
could be a craft flown by a foreign country, which would be more troubling.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that would make more sense. That would make more sense. But again, I think, some of those Navy videos, some of these things are, Stephen, you're right. They're pulling G-forces that no human would be able to withstand. So it's like, I know technology is advanced in our society and in fact the world now. We have high-speed internet all over the place. We grew up, of course, where it was dial-up modem. That kind of a deal, where it was very slow to log on. Now it's lightning fast, and it's only going to get faster as technology improves. So who's to say that there isn't a country out there that's making something that's maybe a step ahead of the United States? Who knows? Who knows?
Possible.
It's quite possible. Yeah.
It's possible. It's also possible we have, this is the X-Files in me talking, secret government secret government agencies that have this technology and they're doing it to their own, our own military just to test it.
Yeah.
That is the most believable of the scenarios if we're really getting into it. The CIA exists, so we already know that it's possible for the government to hide a program somewhere in a warehouse somewhere and be like, yeah, watch this, watch the Navy freak out, pew, and it goes out. Like, that happens all the time. So that's not.
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
I mean, those are possibilities. I'm skeptical. We haven't, at least publicly, found efficient ways of consuming fuel to make these kinds of crafts work the way
Yes.
they do.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean somebody who knew about the atomic bomb until that
The atomic
went
bomb.
off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
sure. Yeah. That was under wraps for years. Yeah.
So
the
who
one thing that keeps me thinking that this is a possibility is the technology jumping from when we were younger. I had an Atari. You know what I mean? Like it barely moved across the screen. My grandkids are going to have something that can move 14 times faster in the palm of the hand. And then my great grandkids are probably going to have something that blah, blah, blah. it's moving so fast now.
Yeah.
You almost can't think that, like, back when we were younger, it's very easy to push that off. Like, yeah, phone to phone. Okay, that's not hard. But now we're getting into some AI stuff that is just makes no sense. And we didn't do that. How do we ever do that?
You're right. AI doesn't make any sense.
No. As we know,
None at all. None at all.
As we
Right,
know in
Chris?
this
Right,
firsthand, this podcast. Right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I just have one message for our alien overlords. You're not probing this guy. Okay? It's not going to happen.
That's
Not
$25,000 in your ass.
That's right.
This was already bought and paid for, so Elon can't take this away from me. I'm glad one of you brought up AOL last segment because that reminded me of something I wanted to bring up before, but I forgot. The voice behind You've Got Mail passed away a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I didn't know it was an actual person. I always thought it was a computer
Generated voice or whatever.
but it was actually an individual, and he was elderly at the time of his passing. He was like 80 or 90.
Oh, wow.
I would like to kill whoever did.
That was your telephone department.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take them all out.
Yeah. That was very annoying.
Oh, that was the worst.
Yeah.
That was the worst. Or the only thing more annoying is when you would do it and you'd hear a busy tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, who's using the phone? I want to go on the internet.
It's like, damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Trying to look slow pictures of the Eagles roster.
Donovan McNabb's coming in line by line. Line by line.
I'll be a second, Mom. I just got to get this picture.
All right. Well, if you've got mail, you can go to our website because you can put your email address right in there on the homepage. You'll be notified every time I get around to loading an episode freshly onto the website. It's twonoobstalking.wordpress.com. There you can watch old episodes all the way back to 140 there. I just went through a bunch of them this week trying to get this start of our clip show for the end of the year.
Getting there.
So that's a great place if you want to go through stuff quickly and find what you're looking for. It'll also take you to our YouTube site if you want to, where if you go there, you should like, share, and subscribe because we want to hear from you. We'd like to hear from fans. We like to hear from haters so John can throw tomatoes at them. Also, if you want to listen to us audibly on one of the normal people audio channels, they are all there, I believe. If it's not there, it's probably weird. And if it's probably weird, you probably shouldn't listen to it. But if you're just into that kind of weird thing, we have an RSS feed. You plug that into your podcatcher and you can
there you go.
do with it as you will. You will be stoned later. Okay.
Yes.
We got quite a faux pas on topic 3 here.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of the interwebs.
Oh my.
Yes.
And downloading pictures.
Oh my.
Yes.
Mattel is in some hot water
I'd
after
say.
last week.
Yeah.
They have apologized after the web address of a porn site was mistakenly printed on the packaging of its newly released Wicked dolls, saying it deeply regrets the error. Mattel was made aware of a misprint on the packaging of the Mattel Wicked collection dolls, primarily sold in the U.S., which intended to direct consumers to the official wickedmovie.com landing page, the toy manufacturer said in a statement sent to Nextstar. Dan Goodwin of Indiana purchased one of the dolls for a relative and found the address on the back of the box. Goodwin, who was interested in purchasing advertising minutes on the company's website, visited wicked.com as listed on the packaging. However, the link didn't take Goodwin to a website advertising the new film starring Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Instead, he was directed to a pornography site. Mattel says, "We deeply regret this unfortunate error and are taking immediate action to remedy this. Parents are advised that the misprinted incorrect website is not appropriate for children."
I would say. Yes.
So much for quality control, eh? Did the Boeing engineers move over to Mattel? Is that what's going on?
Probably.
I think at least the highest division. Definitely.
Oh my god.
Watch out for that wheel.
That wheel had a boob on it.
It definitely did.
Oh my god.
Who wants to take this first? Come on.
I don't even know what to say
This-
other than what
this
was the
is-
other website? That's my question. Like,
This
seriously.
is absolutely unacceptable on
Yeah.
every level
Oh,
of a
yeah.
company. This is absolutely unacceptable.
Yeah.
That you either did this on purpose or you are a complete and utter fucking idiot. Like there is no in between here.
Yeah.
Like you either did it on purpose or you are the stupidest human on the planet.
It's probably column B. That would be my guess.
There's just no way. Like the way technology is now, when
Mhm.
you're trying to copy and paste a website. Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? Are you kind of sure? Do you want to think about it for a minute? You got 30 seconds. Can I ask you another question? It's like this isn't fucking 1992 where I accidentally put this line into my web browser and oh no, wrong one. This is Mattel. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe to Matt's point, maybe the guy who was doing the printing and was like, I don't know, Wicked is the name of the movie. I'm sure their website's just wicked.com. I'll just put that on there without double checking it or
Yeah.
whatever.
Who knew that it
Or-
was wickedmovie.com, I think is
Right.
the name of the address, right? I think that's I would think
Yeah.
that would be correct, but yeah.
Or
He's
what
the
happened-
only one on the internet that doesn't get the "Are you sure" button.
right.
Right? Yeah.
Well, maybe what happened
Want
is
to see
he's-
want to see a preview?
it was probably this. He's like, it's probably wicked.com, right? I'm going to type that in. Oh, well, that's interesting.
What's wrong with it?
2 hours later, he forgot what he was doing.
And just
I gotta
said
go
it.
get a coffee. Oh,
I was
goodness.
distracted.
Oh,
People wonder
goodness.
why AI wants to take over.
Yeah, right?
Or why
Oh.
aliens are freaking out over looking at us.
They wouldn't mess this up. All right, they'd be fine.
I mean, are they going to do? I don't think this said anything about a recall.
You-
I think it just,
what do you-
I think it just
I
said,
would think there
it
would
just told
have
people
to be.
discard the packaging.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you have like some, like the parents that get this will know, okay, we're not going to visit this website. I know what the website is, you know, that in case kids want to
Yeah.
like check it out. But there's no question that, you know, this is another step that the parents have to kind of oversee, because you can't have a kid 9, 10 years old logging on to this website that's on the packaging and saying like, this is where you go for the movie.
With his iPhone and like that,
Yeah.
because that's how they get on there. That's why they should have recalled the packaging.
There are, and luckily there are blockers that are set up in most Internet Explorer websites, whatever the case may be, Safari, Google, Chrome, whatever the case may be. You can block certain websites from, you know, from being accessed. So there are
Good
steps
reminder.
to take if you're a parent that's,
That's
out
a
there.
really good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. If you're a parent out there that has this, just take the phone,
Yeah.
hit the QR code, and then hit block, and then that thing won't work on said phone.
Exactly. Yeah. And the way it works in
Look at tech support here. We're just tech support here.
Yeah, well, and also too, it goes to your cloud account. You know, it goes to the cloud. So
Mhm.
anything that you do on your phone or your Mac or your laptop,
Yeah, it
whatever,
could be blocked.
it can be blocked across the way. So there are steps to take that can prevent, you know, unwarranted looking. Oh my, into this. So that's our hope. But yeah, what a faux pas! My God, this was
Well,
what an embarrassing.
the
faux
more I think about it, though, this is more a problem for the studio,
pas. Yeah.
right? Like,
Yep.
somebody wants to check out the movie,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Wicked. They're not going to think wickedmovie.com. I mean, that's like,
They go by the title. You're right,
They go-
Steve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I just don't think people think, and I think that's the problem
Mhm.
with this quick access to stuff. No one's going to be like, "Oh, I wonder what the website is for this," and then they're like writing out like we used to when we were kids, like it's probably this. Like,
Mhm.
I think they're relying so much on the phones and so much on the hyperlinks that they can just grab off the phone. That's what makes it so serious, because this dude just sent it like without there's no failsafe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't believe this was like a QR code. I think this was just
a legit website.
it was
Just
it
a
was
website on the
URL.
back of it.
Yeah, it was just
Okay.
the URL spelled out on the back of the packaging.
Yeah, boy.
I think I saw a picture. It's
So
and it actually-
1999.
I know, right? Well, but thank God that's the way it worked, because
Yeah.
QR code, that would have been bad.
Oh yeah.
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 But so I don't think we've got the quick link issue here. It was just a typographical mishap. But the more the more I'm thinking about it, it's Mattel, bad on Mattel for getting this through. Like, nobody checked the website, really.
No, not one.
Yeah.
But
Right.
at the same time, I could also see the QC person saying, okay, then there's the website, wicked.com. It's probably not occurred to them that that's
Sure.
not the website, you
Yeah.
know? So I don't know. Maybe it wasn't as bad as we thought it was. But that's what I mean. Is like, maybe the studio should have tried to purchase the
A
domain
webpage
name,
that wasn't so risque.
Yeah. Right.
right? Or come up with something completely different
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the solution is.
Yeah. Or just
I
name your
got-
movie
I have
Wicked
the
Witch
solution.
or something. Yeah. Go ahead, Sean.
I have the solution. Hollywood, stop being nasty.
Yeah. Stop.
Fact
You could solve everything. Just
Stop being nasty and stop getting involved in politics. There. We've solved Hollywood. There you go.
All right, what was that site again? Wicked. All right, we're moving to the 18 plus segment of the show because we're about to look at some nasty stuff.
Hmm.
And I'm talking about NBA City Edition jerseys.
Oh, boy.
The 2024-25 City Editions were released last week. We have all... how many teams are there
30?
in the NBA? 30?
Yep,
We've
30.
got all 30 of them. We're going to look... The Sixers one, actually, I love it. Looks really nice. There's a couple other ones that are pretty cool.
Mhm.
The rest of them are cat vomit on a page.
Nice.
John is seeing these for the first time. Matt and I went through these in pre-production.
Yes.
John skipped out on us because he was traveling for work.
Oh, God. Oh, gee. That was horrible.
Fuck him. What a douche.
No.
But,
we hear you,
so-
Johnny.
Chris and
So
Kyle
John-
would be so much better at that.
Oh, I know. I tried to get them involved in this segment, but they refused
Oh, there you go.
because I wouldn't pay them.
Yeah.
They're a bit douchey also.
Yeah, exactly. So John will be seeing these for the first time, and I'll be curious to get his first impressions. But Matt and I have already gone through the list and decided that some of these need to be burned
Yeah.
immediately.
It's not going to be good, Johnny. It's not going to be
yeah,
good.
it's
I'm sure.
like any time new jerseys come out. And Matt has the backstory on some of these if we decide that they're worthy enough to
Yep.
question.
Yep.
But why don't we just get started first? And we're going in alphabetical order. We have the Atlanta Hawks.
What do you think, Johnny?
First impression, it's not your colors.
Right?
I have no problem with the jersey. You have different colors.
Let's completely abandon our color scheme in favor of something new.
I mean, the black and the gold seems to work pretty well, but I don't get the light blue. Just
Yeah.
doesn't
What gold?
seem
It
to
makes no
want to
sense.
work there.
There's There's no gold in that jersey. What are you talking
Well,
about?
there's a little bit of a, kind of, you have the black, and then it's like, I don't know what you would
I
call
see
it.
that thing that might look gold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. By the black stripe, it's like,
Yeah, on the inside of it. Yeah.
I'm not sure I call it. That's like
I don't know what you would
peach or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that could also just be white on white, and we're looking at a shitty photo.
That could be too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm not overly impressed with this, although this is actually better than a lot of the other ones you're going to see.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
my only
this one,
critique is you forgot you guys have different colors.
Yeah.
and this doesn't it doesn't match the Braves. Like you think maybe they were
Mhm.
like matching another team. It doesn't match the Braves. It doesn't match the Falcons.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's another professional team in town that they're trying to kind
Yeah.
of mimic the color scheme. I don't know what
I
they're doing.
don't know.
All right, next, the Boston Celtics.
Mm.
Ooh.
They've done this jersey over and over again. It's just
Black
it-
with their green, but they
yeah,
also have a lime
it's
green
just-
in there, Johnny. Yeah.
that's good. That I hope that pisses off the entire state of Massachusetts. The lime green, because Jesus,
Yeah.
that's pretty ugly. That is pretty ugly. That's like early Mighty Duck stuff right there. You're just missing on every swing.
Yeah.
The Celtics jerseys are ugly to begin with. and
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
just
you know they're
uglifies it.
one of the two top selling jerseys, like the traditional ones.
Isn't that amazing?
Well, of course they are fair weather
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah.
but yeah. The
Don't buy this.
I could understand it if it was, although you couldn't really do it just the black and the regular dark
No.
green
Mm.
because then you'd
No.
never see it.
Mm.
Maybe if the letters and number were white and you just did away with that lime green stripe on the side, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
To
I'll
go
be-
back to wearing your normal jersey and
Yeah.
leave
Yeah,
this
this
thing
do-
in the
And they,
Yeah.
unfortunately, they
This-
are an iconic brand in the NBA. So I mean,
Yeah.
any changes you're going to have to something like that, it's kind of like,
But this also felt like they didn't even try.
that too.
Like at
Oh,
least
they
this,
absolutely did try.
Yeah.
I don't think they succeeded here, but they're trying to do something a little different.
Mm.
This was just like take our normal jersey and add some lime green on it, and then we're done.
Then we're done. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Lazy.
Yep.
Exactly. All right, next we got the Brooklyn Nets.
Ugh.
Okay. Brooklyn, Austin, Portland, Philly, they're kind of all the same. They want to be, edgy.
Can you imagine Ben
You're-
Simmons running up and down the court with this
Well,
jersey
Ben
on?
Simmons can't wear jerseys because he sucked.
Well, he sits on the bench.
Yeah,
so
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your numbers are crooked, bro. That's about all
Mm.
so are the letters in Brooklyn.
yeah.
Yeah. It's too busy. It's got a lot of
Yes.
everything
It
going
doesn't
around.
make it makes no sense to if you're really thinking about like
Mm.
the Brooklyn Nets and the resurgent and
Mhm.
the plain jerseys that they run with and the black and the white, and you're in a whole nother. I would expect this from like the 92 New Jersey Nets.
Yeah.
You know what?
This is not like the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
This is a very like early '90s vibe.
Yeah.
I'm
Sure
getting
does.
From this
Yeah.
band.
And if they were still the New Jersey Nets, I think I'd be fine with it.
Mhm.
But you branded yourself out, Brooklyn, and I kind of dig what they're doing, and this doesn't fit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Matt. Also, too busy.
Too busy.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
like graffiti or something. I don't know what that's supposed
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
All right, the Charlotte Hornets. Wait, is that, the
Yeah, it
Hornets.
is. Charlotte
Okay.
Hornets.
Yeah.
Yep.
Charlotte Hornets.
What do you think, Johnny?
It literally reminds me of the Charlotte Hornets, so I don't think it's bad. Like maybe the color's a little off, but
Yeah, instead of teal, which I think that's what the Charlotte Hornets were originally, John.
yeah, why can't you just give me the B in the corner?
This is
Great.
more like mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, it's a minty blue.
Like a
Yeah,
mint-
see what
I
you're
don't,
saying.
but I don't hate it. But I see
yeah.
what you're saying though.
Yeah. I think if there were a little more, if the teal was a little bit more pronounced, it'd be a pretty good looking jersey. I just don't like the mint chocolate chip flavoring to it. It just, I don't know.
I can understand that.
You know what I
can
mean? Like
completely
it-
understand that.
yeah.
Yeah, I can completely understand that.
Yeah.
At least they didn't do something stupid with the font.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The number, you know what I mean? Like Brooklyn.
Very straightforward. Yeah.
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 I feel like I could watch them play basketball in that.
Yep.
It wouldn't offend me.
Yep. I would agree.
Yeah. I personally think they should have gone like Grandmama, but
Yes.
that's just me.
Yes. Yes.
That's
All
funny.
right. The Bulls.
There's the what what says Bulls other than Bulls? Like,
So I see you've ditched the red color scheme. Got it. Okay.
yeah, the whole iconic like just fuck Michael Jordan. Is that where we're at? Like,
Apparently.
I'm curious here.
and Scottie Pippen. Like we gave up. We gave up on Bill Cartwright.
So
I don't
Listen,
know what
if-
this is.
If LeBron played for Chicago, this is the jersey I would expect. End of story.
yeah, this is interesting. This is direct from NBA.com about
Yeah.
this uniform. The uniform consists of a variety of unique details that align with the ethos of the United Center. This includes matching fonts from the arena and a color scheme synced to the one seen on the exterior of the United Nations reboot United Center building. The jock tag honors the famous marquee outside the arena, which originally read "Home of the Bulls." So it's in honor of the United Center.
Why do we give a shit about the United States?
Yeah, it doesn't.
This is a waste of.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know what? This looks like something you buy out of Land's End catalog
Yep.
or something. You're like,
totally
it's-
agree.
Ugh.
Yeah, doesn't get
All right,
any
moving
easier,
on.
Johnny.
Whoa!
What the hell is that?
Cleveland
Is that
Cavaliers.
Cleveland?
Yes.
Okay.
That's Cleveland.
Well, they take themselves too seriously. So I don't care.
The land.
That seems to be exactly what Logan Paul and Jake Paul would wear to the ring. Repping
completely
Cleveland with the Miz. Like,
Yep.
yeah, that's actually par for the course.
In order to get heat, you'd wear this shirt.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Totally agree.
The color I don't have a problem with, but the font, you'd need a little more contrast there because
You can't see it.
you can't see it.
Yeah.
And the stuff on the side, like on the rib cage,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
the
the hell that's supposed
It's
to be.
it's the Cleveland logo, but like you have a city of. I mean, you're not great, but you at least have a city with some things. The Browns are kind of iconic. LeBron played there. Who cares? But LeBron played there.
Okay.
Like you could have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right down the street from the Cleveland Indians Guardians Stadium.
We'll censor that later. Don't worry about it.
Why not? Why I coughed.
There
Yeah,
you go.
this one's a whiff.
Yeah.
for sure.
Not good.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Mark Cuban these days.
I think he gave up, Johnny, on this one.
Yeah.
This is like gray on white. No color. Like, I don't get
We're
this.
playing on black and white TV.
Playing on
So
black
Yeah,
and white
that's-
TV. Like, what are we doing here?
I mean, but when you have Luca, do you really need a good jersey?
Well,
It doesn't really matter.
let's
Like,
see.
you gotta outfit the man.
According
You gotta give him
to
something better than this.
according to the NBA.com, from the creation of the style in the early 20th century to the introduction of the electric guitar to the evolution of rock and roll showmanship, Dallas-Fort Worth legends have shaped the arc of the blues all the way to the present day, and the City Edition uniform honors their deep history.
I'm calling complete bullshit on that.
We're gonna honor the blues by taking blue right off the jersey.
Right. Like, and I'm thinking, like, I'm reading the early part of the sentence. This would fit Cleveland. It wouldn't fit Dallas. Really?
Right.
Like, I
Yeah.
mean, the electric
St.
guitar.
Louis, maybe?
Maybe.
Chicago? Like,
But Dallas like, gave up. I completely
Well,
gave
this is
up
very-
on this. Yeah.
Dallas is very fictitious.
Yeah.
That, I don't even know what that is.
This is the
I have
Denver Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets, Johnny.
That, well,
It took
I mean,
me a second to figure out
weed
5,280.
is legal, so I'm just gonna leave it right there because I got nothing else after
Uh.
that kind of actually makes sense now.
So the foul,
Yeah.
if the foul's called, it's against 5,280. Is that it? It's not number 4.
no, it is
5,280.
Yeah.
Oh.
They just smoked a little bit too much, and they're not really sure. So
Yeah. This definitely looks like somebody made
It's
this while on
psychedelic, yeah.
edibles. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Only
it
microdose
did-
mushrooms. Calm down.
It took me a minute to
Jeez.
figure out what the 5280
was,
was too.
yeah.
So, mile.
I still don't know, and I don't care.
5,280 feet up north is
Okay,
1 mile.
got it.
That's why they call it the
Okay,
mile.
I
of the
got,
city.
is that why the mountain is in there?
Yeah, that's why the mountain's in
psychedelic?
there.
I got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to say it. Yeah.
There you go.
Grow up, Denver. That's all I gotta say.
I'm
Jesus,
not,
we're not in high school anymore.
Yeah.
Calm down.
I'm not licking toads.
Man.
Nothing. There we go.
I'm all in, 100%.
Oh, interesting.
I'm all in.
You like this? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not a
Bill
fan
Lam-
that it looks like it says pisters.
Or
Yeah,
Brian. Yeah, we
it
thought
does look like
pastors.
it says pisters. But
Yeah.
Bill Lamb, if you put that on Bill Lambier, it's fine. If you put that on any,
Dennis
Grant Hill, Dennis
Hill.
Rodman, they would wear it,
Okay.
and it would look good. You could reverse the colors, and that would be the only thing that would make me happy, and maybe not have it say Pisters and maybe say Pistons. But other than that,
Yeah, the P is a
but
little.
spelling is not required for this.
The P is a little big, don't you think, Johnny? I mean, it kind of like.
Well,
really
so is the
went-
Phillies one, but we don't say anything.
But we
about
don't
that.
say anything about. Yeah, of course, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the colors, the structure. I think it's all pretty good. The spelling,
Mhm.
just the font could have been a little
Yeah.
neater. But yeah, I agree with John. This is probably passable.
Okay.
This would pass QC
There you go.
with wicked.com in the bottom.
Nice.
Um,
Nice.
Golden State.
Isn't that already their jersey?
Pretty.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
And why isn't it 30? Because he's the #1 jersey seller for the last
Yeah.
2
Not
years.
not 23, right?
Why?
Yeah.
Who's 23 on the team?
I don't know.
I have no. It's probably the dude that plays for the Dallas Mavericks that hates that jersey.
It wasn't Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson was 11, right? I think. Yeah.
Oh,
I
you're
don't-
right.
The
He
hell
was.
if I know.
Yeah.
I don't. Then
He
it's the
was.
other guy. It's the other guy that likes to watch videos of basketball. and
oh,
talk
it's
about it, even though he doesn't-
Draymond.
Yes, even though he doesn't play well anymore because
Yeah.
he's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a no for you.
No, absolutely not. Like, isn't that your jersey already? Like,
Right.
You kind of gave up
All right.
maybe a little bit. Yeah.
Next up, Houston.
H-Town, John. Yeah.
you could have easily went back to the Barkley years,
Yeah.
and you didn't.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. The Rockets jersey
But
with
I
the
give-
pinstripes. Yeah.
Yes, I give them a chance. I'll give them a pass because Houston as a whole is dealing with bad jersey things with the University of Houston with the trying to wear the Oilers and they're getting
Oh,
sued
yeah.
by an
Yeah,
NFL
yeah,
team.
yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
they were probably just like, we're trying not to fuck this thing up. So H-Town it is. Like,
Mm.
it's fine because everybody does. H-Town is a normal term that you would hear in Houston. So
Okay.
that doesn't bother me
Interesting.
at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, the font on this one to me is a little too squished,
Yes.
particularly with the 3D block effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
But jersey wise, I'm fine with it. I would have went back to the Barkley years. That's all I have
Okay.
on that.
Makes sense.
fair play.
Yeah, there you go. Pacers.
Pacers. This
Indy.
looks like it vomited the Phillies City
Yes.
Connect jersey
Yeah.
on the sides there.
Now, I mean,
just
I
don't
will
think-
give them
I just
credit.
don't think they get it.
I will give them credit. The yellow is part of their logo, right?
True.
So you have that in
Blue,
there.
yeah. Yeah.
The light blue kind of pops a little bit, so I give them a little bit of credit. But I think the Indy throws me off. I mean,
That's
I
what
get
I'm
it,
saying.
but
Reggie
yeah.
Miller at the 3-point line wearing that, you're not taking him seriously.
yeah.
Like at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
That's
gonna miss that.
That's a cartoonish font, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That's Adobe Photoshop font, basically, is what that
Yes.
is. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. That's probably how this was designed.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Wow. John, what do
Yeah.
you think, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Clips. This is this is either a gang or it's your local
It's a barbershop.
barbershop
Yeah.
calling themselves, well, we're going to call ourselves the Clips, 5-on-5.
I can see why we got Paul George now. He wasn't gonna wear
He
that.
saw this coming.
I get it. I get it now. I totally get why he took less money. Yeah, that is just that. Well, that franchise is
Bad.
known for shit like this. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay? So the original Clippers jersey is Clippers.
Mhm.
Like, why are we just abbreviating shit? Like,
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know.
I like their
'Cause Clippers doesn't fit between your boobs there. You know what I mean? Like, at least not in that font.
Yeah, I'm not. I like the basketball as the dot of the I. Like, I have no problem with that, but spell it out, maybe.
All right. This is
Different color too, I think.
Yes.
This was designed. Okay, here's what it is from the
Uh-oh.
paragraph by
Yeah.
NBA.com. Designed by renowned LA-based artist Jonas Wood, a lifelong basketball fan and Clippers season ticket holder. The
Of
uniform,
course.
the uniform features a refreshed Pacific blue colorway for the base. I had no problem with the color. It blends retro and modern styles, drawing inspiration from the Clippers' 1980s uniforms and incorporating
Which I'm
distinctive.
sure said Clippers.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, I'm
Clip-
not buying it. I'm not buying any of that.
yeah, yeah. It's basically the word mark was a drawing by Jonas Wood, basically. So there you go. I mean, it's
Whoever that is.
Yeah.
well, he's a
All right.
season ticket holder. So there you go.
I need to get my hair cut. I'm going to Clips.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
It gets
Next.
worse.
Yeah.
Looks like something where LeBron is involved in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crap, John. Like, Steve and I were
Late
thinking if you
show.
had Showtime, could that
Showtime would work.
Could that work
Yeah.
instead
Yeah,
of Lake
absolutely.
Show? Yeah,
The color is fine. Like that. If they were wearing that like on a special night,
yeah, a little too
without
dark,
the lake,
maybe.
the
Yeah,
lake show, I'd be fine with that.
not a big fan of Lake Show though. I mean,
No,
no,
that's
Lake
what I'm
Show's
saying.
dumb.
Get rid of Lake Show and actually put something that makes sense.
yeah.
Maybe the Lakers Possibly. could easily just throw that on there.
Yeah,
Right.
Look nice.
I still think Showtime would have worked better, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
I think Showtime would have been a little bit more. Yeah,
maybe they couldn't get the rights from Showtime. Oh yeah. Ugh.
it gets worse even more. The Memphis Grizzlies, John. We got a little Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, I think, with the font. I don't know what's going on there. He's shaking his head.
I don't think Memphis would be happy with this. Maybe they would be. I don't know. Yeah, this is not what I think Memphis is.
No,
Yeah.
this is
plain.
pulling. The word mark is inspired from the 1974-75 Memphis Sounds jersey.
See, I would have guessed this was a 70s thing.
Yeah.
Then why not put Memphis Sounds on it?
Yeah,
Because you know there are no Grizzlies in Memphis. So
Sure.
knock it off.
yeah.
They're in Vancouver, where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't get the colors either. It's like
Yeah, it's
all red, like red.
Yeah.
And then you have the bubble letters with the light blue blocking.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, I don't know. It's,
Kind of weird. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, here's another.
Here's
dumb
another one.
yeah. Well, that's why your power forward left. Yeah,
Culture.
but they've always had stupid jerseys, so I
have.
expect
Yeah.
nothing less from them.
I don't
I
get-
expect nothing less.
What's
from
with the?
them.
Okay, the delivers a powerful homage to the fierce spirit of Heat culture.
Whatever that is.
Was that Alonzo Mourning sitting out half the season and then playing in the playoffs?
And
Is
then playing
that
the
what culture
playoffs,
they're talking about?
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they're talking about.
No, they're talking about the culture of free agents colluding with each other to show up
Ah.
at a random city and win a championship together and then disband
With
when
it,
things go
with
south.
its striking
Yes.
design, This is what it
No.
that's what it says on the paragraph.
Striking as mean. It looks like it's stamped from 5,000 feet away.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
yeah.
what it means by
Striking as in the violent illness it creates upon seeing it.
Yeah, exactly.
As the players go out for the shoot around, they get punched right in the chest with the culture stamp, and then they go out.
Exactly.
It's branded. All right, the Bucks.
Giannis, quit right now. Just quit right now.
Yeah.
Just they're not doing anything.
John,
Aren't they supposed to be green?
Yes.
Or are they blue?
They're supposed to be.
Oh, they're green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enough said.
And somebody messed up with the ruler there. The line got a little crooked.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
just say
get that, John. From a design perspective, like I know you've loved to do jersey designs. What
that's
the
not
hell is going on in the middle of this jersey?
They're trying to be cool.
I don't get it.
put a
Like,
shark
where are they
fin.
going with that?
Yeah, they're just trying to make it look cool. That's all they're doing.
I guess
It's a shark fin. We're in the middle of the
Because-
country. Let's put a shark fin there.
because
That
it
makes
goes
sense.
down at the bottom or it goes to the top. They were just like, screw it. 43% is fine.
I guess, but
That's terrible. It's awful.
I don't.
Giannis, quit. Giannis,
Yeah,
quit.
please. Yeah, please
quit.
leave. Yeah.
Just quit.
Yeah.
They'll fix it.
All right, sports bra, Minnesota Timberwolves.
I'm not mad at that if everybody is 5'8". You can't have any tall players.
There you go. So Kevin Garnett,
Yeah.
you could not see wearing this
Nope,
jersey.
nope, he could
Yeah.
not wear that.
Yeah. I think he would probably say no to that as well. I think that would be a definite no.
It's
I mean,
not bad,
there's.
though. Yeah,
Yo,
not
it's bad. It's bad. Dude, it looks like you're wearing a sports bra and then the rest is just white.
Yeah.
They need to put more color through this.
I think there has to be a wolf in there somewhere, don't you think?
Just
I would hope.
keep everybody short. You'll be fine.
Yeah, right.
That was a great line, John. Thank you for saying that. That was great.
Nolans.
I'm tired of this already with the with the New Orleans stuff.
I was kind of
Jesus.
like I was looking at this and thinking like there's Mardi Gras colors going around here. You got purple, you got the lime green, you got the yellow. That's pretty traditional down there. So I get that, but the NOLA going across, I was kind of getting a little tired of that too, John.
Why do we give up on the Saints logo? I don't understand. When in doubt, throw that thing out there. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Don't know.
All right, so it sounds like a hard pass from everybody
Yeah,
here.
Yeah.
not a fan.
Yeah.
Next.
Credit for the
Knicks.
jerseys or colors, but yeah, this though.
Put your
This
3D
is-
glasses on.
This is what happens when you trade your best player. That's exactly what happens.
Oh.
They're now trying to be like, you can't see my jersey, 3-pointer.
See, if they got rid of one of the two New Yorks, the blue one or the red one, it would be fine.
Yeah, it would look normal, but
Yeah, the 3D one is just
It's
like,
just really
yeah.
bad.
this
Really
is
bad
dumb.
Photoshop
And
job
why do you
again. Yeah.
why do you have New York down there and you have NYC up there? Like, we're not dumb. We know. Like,
We get it. You're from New
you
York.
it's
don't need
true.
to- you don't need to brand yourself super. We got
It's
it.
to remind you, John, that New York Knicks only represent the city of New York and not the state.
And how
Yeah,
many
whatever.
times do I have to say it to New York? Blue and orange clash. Blue and orange clash. Will you please?
Obviously, in the lettering in the New York.
Yeah.
I get it what they're trying to do, but man, what a bad job.
Just watched that city get destroyed in the movie Deep Impact about an hour
Oh,
or two
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was
Or the
fun.
day
fun?
after
That's
tomorrow.
fun,
It's even
Beast.
better as the day after tomorrow. It's great.
With the Wolves? Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma.
They stole the
City
Seattle
Thunder.
Supersonics, so I don't care. But that's pretty good.
Wait a minute. That looks like
What? What?
It
tell me if
does.
I'm wrong.
Little
Does that
bit,
not
little bit.
does that not look like the Golden State jersey?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
They stole the Golden State jersey. You steal the Seattle Supersonics. You swipe the Golden State jersey. Now you play in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
you thieves.
they're virtually the same. They are
Wow.
pretty close to one another. I'll share that down below. And see how
Oklahoma-
close they are. They are very close.
The Thunder should only be able to wear jerseys that are lime green and say stolen. for the rest of their time. That's the only thing I accept with them.
Yeah.
I think when Golden
These
State
thieves.
plays Oklahoma City, the NBA should force both teams to wear these City Edition jerseys
Yeah.
so that they can't tell each other apart.
There you go. Yeah.
Nice.
That'd be great. All right.
All right, the Magic.
I am mad.
No, but where's the blue, Johnny?
Yeah, but it reminds me of if Penny Hardaway was wearing that, I'd be okay with it.
You think
Like,
Shaq
I-
would wear it?
Yeah, I think so.
You think Shaq
It's
would
not
wear
bad
it?
at all. It's not bad at
No.
all. It's a poor attempt of the Dallas Cowboys, but you know,
Yeah.
We're back to
getting
black and
somewhere.
white. There's no blue in this. I don't like it.
okay.
Here we go.
Yes.
Prism.
How's that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Makes sense.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. This is a
The Spectrum, baby.
this is a fantastic jersey.
You want to pay homage to an arena.
Yeah.
This is how you do it.
Yeah. The spectrum,
sure.
basically. That's what they were
Exactly.
going for with this
yeah.
jersey.
No,
so.
they always do well with their jerseys.
Yeah.
I have no issues with that. I have no issues with that at all.
Well,
Well, the-
92,
the-
93 might be
yeah.
the only exception to that. Yeah.
The Brotherly Loves one's kind of stupid too. but
Yeah.
The rest of them are.
Yeah.
I like the rest of them.
Phoenix.
I've kind of used to the Valley thing, so I don't
Okay.
know.
I think it's dumb. And the
Yeah.
little star over the number, that's all
Yeah, that's
extremely
Yeah,
dumb.
but it's very. I think they would have that in the rotation in the early '90s Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, I could
So-
see that.
So
yeah.
I'm kind of okay with it.
But
kinda okay with it.
John, the star looks like something I would do
feel you.
when I was a kid,
I
trying
feel
to
you.
draw a star and I couldn't get it symmetrical. Like I would drag the bottom down.
Here,
like,
Mom, I
they
did
did-
it. Look at me.
If they did the Suns logo backwards and it covered the one and it was coming from the other side, it would look cooler. But yeah, the star's dumb,
That's a-
but I'm
That's a
okay
good
with it.
point, actually. It's the Phoenix Suns,
yeah.
not a star. Although the sun is a star, technically, but still.
Yes. But it's a damn basketball that looks like a comet.
Exactly. All right.
All right,
Hate it.
this one.
Hate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agree.
Rip City, Johnny.
I just don't
What does
think
that mean?
I have no idea. I just bring back the original jerseys and leave me alone.
Yeah.
You've been in Portland
Yeah.
and I haven't. So tell me, what is going on here?
I
What
have
is
no
this?
idea. It's not like they have signs out there. They're like this
Well,
is why we do this.
It must be something that they say because this latest
Do you
design
know
pays,
what?
this latest
do you know-
design pays homage to the iconic plaid heritage and trends of Rip City and the region, incorporating distinctive
plaid.
old school plaid accents alongside a modern plaid sublimation that wraps the entire fabric in style.
Yeah, John, can you see the plaid in this
It's
jersey?
very,
No.
It's very faint.
yeah,
See, I
Very
didn't-
faint, but it's there.
but it's there. Yeah.
But if you're gonna do it, make it visible. Don't just hide it.
But they also
We're paying
they
homage
don't sell
to
those
plaid.
jerseys.
Yeah.
We're paying homage to plaid. Go find it.
But when I went to a store in Portland and looked at the jerseys,
Mm,
they just had the Portland Trailblazers jerseys. They didn't have anything special.
Yeah.
There was no Rip City. It was like, hey, buy the old one.
yeah.
Great, that's awesome.
Sacramento Kings going
That-
full on Edmonton Oilers.
Yes, that is not your colors. Put that away now, immediately.
Where's the purple? I mean, you gotta get purple and gold in there. Come on. What's happening? Just terrible. Red?
It's
I mean,
that's a bad.
I
jersey.
don't. This does not make me vomit in rage.
No. I'm
Um,
disappointed in this. I'm disappointed.
If it's not the Kings, I could see this being the Detroit Pistons could pull this off.
Yeah, if this had Pistons on it, not Pistons,
Pistons,
Or pastors or whatever. Yeah.
Pastors,
whatever the hell it was saying.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. No, that,
You
that's,
guys-
that's
you guys
passable
trade, you'll
if
be
for,
fine.
for a different team. All right, speaking
Yes.
of not passable,
Oh,
good
No.
God.
Could you imagine Wemby in that jersey?
could you imagine David Robinson or Tim Duncan in this jersey?
Ugh. This is the mint chocolate chip again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Only
This is why I
worse.
listen to this is why I listen to him on the radio.
And you got another cartoony type font. here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. Not a fan of it all.
But then,
Hitty.
Do better.
This.
Yeah.
This is my top seed
Yeah.
right here, baby.
Okay. Yeah.
this is, I love the throwback to the Raptor, the original Raptor,
Mhm.
and you have him imitating Vince Carter with his between the legs dunk in the 2000s. That was iconic. Man,
Mhm.
And I just realized he's wearing Vince's jersey.
yeah,
See
Yeah.
that?
15.
He's got the 15 on his
Yeah.
jersey. That's cool.
Yeah, it's just great stuff.
I mean, it does make it look like he's grabbing his ball sack.
Yes, absolutely.
A giant ball sack it is, but I
Oh
love
my.
I've always loved the dinosaur.
yeah,
I like that they're paying homage to Vince Carter
Yep.
with the
Yep.
pose.
Absolutely.
And this is definitely my number one. With the Sixers a close
yeah.
number two.
This is 1A, 1B between the Sixers and this one for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like this too.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
what I think about when I think about Utah. You could have had a little bit of color in the lettering,
Okay.
but other than that,
You know-
mountain, that's what you see when you're in Utah. That's all you're looking at is a mountain.
For what it's
Right.
worth, though, it pops very well, though, Johnny. Like Utah
Mhm.
comes off the jersey pretty well. The numbers look great, and you've got, like you said, the mountains behind it. It's a good color scheme. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at. So
Yep. Carl Malone could wear
least
that.
they-
John Stockton.
Oh,
could
yeah.
wear that. Yeah.
totally,
Oh, yeah.
totally, totally,
Yeah.
totally.
At least they have a name, unlike the hockey club. And then we conclude right with
Oh boy.
the Washington
like
Wizards.
They gave up. They gave up years ago. So
Like, what are we doing here?
just call them the Commanders and move on. 'Cause they're flopping off. Like who cares?
I mean, the district, that
That
would
shit
be
seems
great
to
if
be
that were
working.
bigger. If the district was
Yeah.
that would be great. But
I
then-
have absolutely no problem with the District of Columbia.
Yeah.
But can it be? We know where you play.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, just make it a real. Why not go back to the Bullets design and do it that way? And you could
Right?
knock 3 birds, 1 stone. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You don't have any
I
players,
actually-
so it doesn't matter.
I suggested to Matt doing like a DC, like the DC Comics medallion.
Yeah, that too.
I think that would have
Been great.
This is
Yeah.
like we're gonna do District of Columbia and we're gonna make it super tiny.
Because you don't know what it means.
That's right. That's right. Look at all that blank space too in the jersey. I mean, there
Yeah,
is so
like
much
what-
blank space there. You could easily move that number down,
Yeah,
make the
everything
district a
down.
little bit bigger. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
You had plenty of space. This is like when you know you're gonna run out of space, so you try to condense
Yep.
stuff, and then
Yep.
you realize, oh crap, I actually had more space than I needed.
Yeah.
And then you just do a John. I'm done with it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fix
Yeah.
it. I'm just gonna
And
leave it be.
And I stole Detroit's dig.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's that little bit of a callback to it. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that does it for the City Edition jerseys. NBA, you gotta do better.
Mm.
Except for Toronto, the Sixers, and Utah.
There you go.
Apparently,
Yes.
Yeah.
those are the only 3 I remember that were good.
Yeah.
And everything else sucked. All right, so that does it for episode 216. I don't remember if I said episode 216 at the beginning of episode 216, but I'm getting episode 216 in now for episode 216. And we'll be back next week for episode 217, which follows episode 216. And stop it. We hope you have a good week until then, but for now, just get out.